So every week we do a versus battle that you guys choose the theme of. What fragrances are we doing? And so this week was chosen by another one of my subscribers. I actually got 4 requests last week, and the first one to come through is one that I've been meaning to do from the very beginning. This is going to be a battle of the ones that are in the same line. That is going to be Azzaro's The Most Wanted versus Wanted by Night versus, you guessed it, Most Wanted Parfum. So that is our versus battle today. So without further ado, let's get it. All right, my great smelling dudes, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell if you want my videos sooner so that we can get into another version of my versus battles. Prepare for battle. So again, versus battles are either 2 fragrances against each other or 3 fragrances like we're doing here, which we haven't done the 2 fragrance thing yet, but anyway, you guys get to choose it. So if you want to be a part of making my videos as far as the theme, go ahead and comment below what fragrances you want me to put against each other next week or the following week, and I will do so for you. Again, we've done the blues, we've done the warm fragrances, we've done the cool fragrances, and now we're getting into one that has actually been the top listed fragrance comparison on my channel every single month since I've been a starter of my channel, and I haven't actually talked about these 3 in comparison in probably 6 months, and that shows you how popular it is. This is Azzaro's Wanted by Night versus The Most Wanted versus, again, you guessed it, Most Wanted Parfum. All in the same line and the 3 best in the line. The newest release really sucks. Don't even try it. But anyway, that is my versus battle. So again, let me know if you want me to do another versus battle for you. It doesn't have to be in the same line. It doesn't have to be the same type of fragrance. Just let me know. So we'll get straight into it, starting with probably my favorite from the line. No, I'll start with the one that I started my collection. This is what started my collection really pushing. So I had about 20 fragrances when I got this in. I got a decant of it from a place called Biz Agent. They sent it to me for free. I got it in. My wife bought it for me like 3 days later, the bottle, because she loved it so much. This is Azzaro's Wanted by Night. Wanted by Night is now discontinued. You can still find it online, but you need to pick it up now because it will be gone within the next 6 months. And it's right now about $68 to $78. But Azzaro's Wanted by Night is a fruity, woody, cinnamon-based fragrance. That is what it is at its core. You can't really pick out it's this fruit, this fruit, or this woods or this woods. There is like an ambery tone, so I would guess it's more of like an amber wood. There's also other things in there, other spices, some tobacco. But for the most part, you can smell that this is fruity and cinnamon at its core with a woody undertone, and it goes like that for almost the entire fragrance. Very linear from opening to dry down, outside of almost like a slight deep ambery accord that comes in further in the dry down, and that cinnamon does dissipate in waves and comes back up. Azzaro's Wanted by Night is a great night out fragrance during pretty much the whole year, even though I think that it's great in fall. That's the best season for it, but fall and winter, you can wear it pretty much all damn day. Fantastic. If I had to pick a time, it would be like late day into night. But for me, I wear this all day. I'm actually going to wear it as my scent of the day today. I just smelled it and I was like, you know what? I'm wearing that today. It smells great. I just sprayed it like 60 times. This stuff is so good. And I need to get a new bottle myself. My wife is going to be picking that up for me for Christmas. So Azzaro's Wanted by Night. Again, it doesn't change too much. It's cinnamon based. If you like cinnamon, if you like woods, if you like fruits, pick this up. The performance is only about 6 hours, but on your clothes it does last longer. But I don't care. The smell really outweighs the average or a little bit above average performance. I wouldn't really say that. It's just it pushes out above average for the first hour, and then it comes down to more of a personal bubble for about 4, and then a skin scent after that. But this is a really nice fragrance, one that I get compliments on all the time. It's one of my favorite to wear in the fall and winter. Yeah, really, really nice. But now going into one that I have claimed as my favorite designer fragrance of all time. It's between this and the Wanted by Night, but all 3 of these are really up there for me. I love this Wanted line. I love these 3. The other ones in the Wanted line I don't really care for. But anyway, this is Azzaro's The Most Wanted. This is the gourmand aspect one. This has been the most talked about fragrance on my channel. Right now, if you go to my, I'll probably, if I can find it, I'll put it up here. If you go and look at my statistics for my channel, since the first time that I posted a video about this, which was about 2.5 months into my channel, this has been the most watched fragrance video on my channel every single month for the last 1.5 years. It's every single month. Even though I haven't posted videos about this in probably 2 months, this has always been the most, and it's because it smells great. And pretty much any age range can use it. So there's 3 main notes to this, and that's going to be cardamom, toffee, which is the gourmand aspect, and then you get this kind of ambery wood nuance and some cardamom that mix together to make this sweet and spicy gourmand toffiness that has this ambery quality underneath and some woods as you get further into the fragrance. Whoop. There is a bourbon vanilla in this fragrance that is not listed in the notes that you definitely pick up, and I noticed as soon as this came out that it was definitely in this, and there also might be a tad bit of ginger, which has been in pretty much every one of these fragrances, but the amberwood and a slight ginger accord has been in every one of these, but neither here or there. With this fragrance, really the 3-note breakdown explains it all. It is a warm spiciness from that cardamom. You get that gourmand toffee that comes in to give it that really nice, sweet gourmand texture, and then you also do have that woodiness underneath it that really provides a nice, sweet and soft woods. This fragrance has a little bit of a powder tone to it as well from that toffee, and overall, it's just absolutely fantastic. I love wearing this out on dates, but you can wear it at pretty much any time. It is an all-season gourmand. It's just during the spring and summer you wear this more at night. Fall and winter, you can wear it all damn day. So that is great. As far as the performance of Most Wanted, I get 8 to 10 hours on it, and that is just on skin. It is above average for the first 3, and then it comes down to more of a personal bubble. Some people say they get a skin scent after 3. For me, it's personal bubble. I get really good performance out of it, always have. But with that said, the best performer from the line is the one I'm about to talk about now, and I would hope so because it's the only Parfum. This is Azzaro's The Most Wanted Parfum. So, Most Wanted Parfum is more based around the note of vanilla than anything. It is a ginger vanilla scent. Someone said the other day, I really don't get the vanilla that you're talking about from it. I'm like, really? Because that's pretty much what I get. It is a ginger, bourbon vanilla, and then what? Amberwood scent. There's amberwood in this. When this first came out, people were saying this was redundant to the original. I was always saying, I said, damn, you guys are wrong. This is completely different because this is based around ginger and bourbon vanilla, and this is cardamom and toffee. If you think that those two smell the same, which they have a very slight similarity in the opening, but if you think that this fragrance smells like that fragrance, then you're losing your mind or you just don't know fragrance, to be honest with you. The vanilla in this, some people say smells like grape soda. I don't get that either. And there is no really comparison between Stronger With You and either of these. That's, again, people not having the greatest noses. Anyway, when you first spray this on, you get this sharp, warm spiciness from the ginger that comes in centerfold, mixed with a nice ambery undertone, a little bit of woods, and a slight bit of that bourbon vanilla. After about 5 minutes, that's when that slight bit of bourbon vanilla turns into a lot bit of bourbon vanilla mixed together with, again, that warm and spicy sharp ginger that is more warm than sharp. I don't get too much of a sharpness after the first 2 minutes, and then you mix it together with that nice smooth creamy, and then turns into a slight powdery vanilla. But bourbon vanilla usually does come across creamy. This one does as well. This is more of your night out style fragrance. And of any of these, this is going to be the warmest, deepest, and richest of the 3. And so it's kind of like if you wanted a Most Wanted style fragrance, just based for the fall and winter, that's what this one's going to do. It lasts about 10 to 12 hours. It isn't the biggest projector. It's going to be just a moderate projector, but it stays moderate for pretty much ever. For the first hour, it does push out pretty thoroughly. After that, it's just a moderate personal bubble pretty much for the entire scent until about hour 9 to 10 when it becomes a skin scent. At that point in time, it is just a nice soft woods and vanilla. But the ginger is gone by about hour 6, and it's softwoods and vanilla with a slight bit of spice. That is the most wanted. So now, just like always, every versus battle, which one do I rank first, second, third? Well, we'll start out with the third one. And for the third one, this is going to be really hard, I can say, because all 3 of these I have at a 9.0 or higher. Just want to let you know that I rank all 3 of these 9.0 or higher because I love all 3 of them. But unfortunately, for number 3, I'm going to have to put the most wanted Parfum. It is sad to say, but it is still a great fragrance. If I was putting this against pretty much 90% of the fragrances in my collection, this would be number 1. But because I'm putting it against the other 2, this one comes in number 3. So, in number 2, this is going to be a surprise to somebody because there is something about the other one that I have to put it as my number 1. But number 2 is the original most wanted. The original most wanted is not in my number 1 spot right now, only for one specific reason, and it's not the scent. If we were just going by scent alone, this would be number 1. This is my unbiased, my biased opinion. My number 1, Azzaro is the most wanted. The only reason for me that this is number 1 is because it was my first fragrance that started my huge collecting. It's what spawned all of that. It's what got me really interested in that there is different styles of fragrances out there that I haven't tried before. So this really did enlighten me and made me want to start a channel. So I love the Wanted by Night. That is my favorite. It's just, obviously, if I was ranking my favorite fragrances overall, this would be number 1. But with that said, as far as my unbiased opinion, I already know if I did this on TikTok, it would be 3, 2, 1. Because for some reason, this is just going nuts on TikTok. But because we're not on there, I'm going to have to say Wanted by Night 3, Most Wanted Parfum 2, and then Most Wanted 1. With this, maybe switching. I just know that this one's going to be number 1 unbiased because everybody that I've talked to, at least 90% of people say it's like one of their favorite fragrances. With that said, 2 of my moderators said Most Wanted was in their top 5 fragrances. I completely agree. So let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite from that? And again, we'll be back with another versus battle next week. Remember to comment below if there is any versus battles that you want me to do. I will put them on the list to do next time. Thank you so much. Peace out.